This is at our cottage.
Flipping through loose pages from an old photo album, Maria Chaffee remembers happy times as an 11-year-old.
You're skiing, you're on vacation. Yeah, life was normal.
The images, tattered and faded, are all of what's left from Maria's childhood.
You know, I try not to think of the sad memories anymore, because what's the point, right? But yeah.
Sad memories of fleeing for her life with her mother and brother when the Bosnian War started in the spring of 1992.
My mom telling us, you know, duck down in the back of the car in case they start shooting. And we just, you know, booted it out of the city, and we were the last people to leave. And then within minutes of that, we could hear shelling and bombs and everything.
They left their apartment with nothing, not even their passports. Maria's family fled to Canada. More than 25 years later, days before Remembrance Day, Maria stumbled upon the documentary Sector Sarajevo.
The city is descending into the hell of civil war and the longest siege in modern history.
She made an immediate connection to a Canadian soldier in the documentary.
The carnage was just unreal.
Corporal Scott Casey was remembering a time he saw a mother and 2 children gunned down.
All of a sudden, the little boy just fell. And I was watching, and then I realized he'd been shot. And the mother turned because she heard her boy scream. And she went back, and she was shot too. And she fell on top of him. I was just distraught. Put my helmet on and my rifle, and I just had to get out of there. So I did. I just went for a walk across the airfield. I didn't even care if I got shot at that point.
I could just see it in his eyes. It affected him so much. You could tell that he was still suffering 20 years later.
Casey is one of thousands of Canadians who served as United Nations peacekeepers in the former Yugoslavia. But there was no peace to keep in this full-fledged war zone.
Okay, everybody in.
The Canadian soldiers were under strict UN rules, no shooting back unless fired upon, at times forcing them to sit on their hands and watch atrocities unfold. And this still haunts them.
I just felt I had to reach out to him and make him feel better and let him know that, you know what, you did a good thing. And
Maria immediately started writing a letter.
Corporal Scott Casey, I want to thank you and tell you that it's because of brave men like you that me and my family are alive today.
As soon as I read that, I was like, wow.
At a time when life was hopeless, seeing those blue helmets gave me hope, courage, and strength. You were our heroes.
She doesn't realize that just by writing this letter, she's made that step. There are people that are going to benefit from this. She's already saving lives.
So many from that tour continue to suffer from PTSD. Casey says out of his regiment of 250, 14 committed suicide. Casey posted Maria's letter to those who served there, and it spread like wildfire. Todd Weiser served 2 tours in Bosnia.
It's funny, her words took away so many, or dulled, I guess, so many bad memories of our time over there.
And there's more. After reading her words, they wanted to say thank you in person.
Hi.
Very nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. That tears in my eyes, I don't know why.
Wow. Please have a seat.
You know, you come to help us and then you save our lives and then you walk away and you're suffering. That's not right.
It's really the first time, and I know that sounds stupid, but it's the first time we've realized confirmation that we helped someone. Like, guys are saying they were in tears. They haven't felt this good in 25 years.
It's so unbelievable to me.
You didn't know is back then that we couldn't do it.
No.
We weren't allowed.
Yeah. Hi.
As the day went on, more and more vets arrived.
As soon as I saw your letter on Parquet's site, I had to come down.
All to say thank you to a stranger.
So much.
Well, thank you.
I wish I'd met Maria, 20 years ago. Maybe I wouldn't be such a mess. But, it's good. It's good.
One woman's simple goal to try to help ease a veteran's pain has turned into a validation for hundreds of soldiers.
So many different emotions went through me at the time. Having something to show that, hey, I made a little change in the world and it's all been worth it.
You certainly did. You made a big change.
As I can see. As I can see.
Hannah Thibodeau, CBC News, Brampton, Ontario.